Okay, let's look at this logarithmic equation, how to solve it. So we have 5 times the logarithm of 81 raised to the power minus 1 to the base x equals minus 20. So we're going to look at two methods. So let's look at the first method here. And in this first method, I'll move 5, this 5 here, to become the power of this 81 raised to the power minus 1. Of course, I'm still following one of the laws of logarithm. So solution. So I'm moving 5 to become the power here. So I'll have log 81 raised to the power minus 1, all raised to the power 5. The 5 has become a power for the whole 81 raised to the power minus 1 here. I'll still fix the base x, then equals to minus 20. So that means the logarithm of 81 raised to the power minus 1, all having the power of 5 to the base x, must give me minus 20. And that means that this unknown base raised to the power minus 20 must give me 81 raised to the power minus 1, all into the power of 5. So that's it. So x raised to the power minus 20 must give me every number here. So I'll write it out well. X raised to the power minus 20 must give me the whole number here. That is the rule. That's the number one rule for the theory of logarithm. So 81 raised to the power minus 1, all having the power of 5. So, and I'll open this bracket by multiplying the power inside and the power outside. So I'll have x raised to the power minus 20 equals minus 1 times 5 gives me minus 5. So the bracket is gone now. I'll just have 81 raised to the power minus 5. So minus 1 times 5 gives me minus 5. That was how I open the bracket. So now I'm going to reverse this using law of indices. You know that x raised to the power minus 20 can also be written as 1 over x raised to the power 20. Then equals the same thing here. 81 raised to the power minus 5 can also be written as 1 over 81 raised to the power 5. So there's no negative sign here for the 5 and there's no negative sign here for the 20. I can now cross multiply. So if I cross multiply, x raised to the power 20 times 1 gives me still x raised to the power 20 equals 81 raised to the power 5 times 1 still gives me 81 raised to the power 5. So of course you know that now that I have the variable on the left hand side, my 20 will leave here and become a power for everything here. So the power for 20 will come and become a power for the number on the right hand side. But if the 20 is leaving here to become a power here, it is going to invert and become 1 over 20. So the 20 will leave here, x will now be alone, equals 81 raised to the power 5. Everything will now have the power of 1 over 20. So now the 20 became 1 over 20 here for the power of the number on the right hand side. And of course I'll still have to open this bracket by multiplying the power inside, which is 5, and the power outside, which is 1 over 20. So I'll just say 5 times 1 over 20. I'll say 5 here 1, 5 here 4. So I'll have 1 over 4 if I multiply the both of them. So I now have x equals 81 everything raised to the power 1 over 4. So yes, law of indices, I will now have x into, I'm reversing this into root. So I'm going to have root 81. And my fraction here, my fractional index, the denominator 4 comes here, and my power 1 stays outside. So now that I have it this way, I'll look for a number I'll multiply 4 times to get 81. Or you can use your calculator to help you out. So which number will I multiply 4 times to get 81 repeatedly? And definitely is 3. So x equals to 3. Of course, 3 raised to the power 1 is still 3. So x equals 3. So this is method 1. So let's quickly look at method 2. So for method 2, I have to be fast. I don't want the video to be too long. So for method 2, write out your 5 log 81 raised to the power minus 1 base x equals minus 20. So for method 2, I'll divide both sides by 5 because 5 and log 81 into raised to the power minus 1 base x they are in product form, so there's a multiplication here between them, so I can divide both sides by 5. So 5 cancels 5, leaving log 81 raised to the power minus 1 into base x equals minus 20 divides 5, I get minus 4, because I know that minus divided plus is minus. Then now that it is in this form, I know that the base raised to the power minus 4, always have that in mind, the base raised to the power minus 4 must give me the number 81 raised to the power minus 1. So x raised to the power minus 4 gives me 81 raised to the power minus 1. So now I have the base, the power here moves and becomes a power here also, and it inverts when it comes here. So I now have x equals 81 raised to the power minus 1. Then the minus 4 becomes 1 over minus 4. Yes, the power leaves here and inverts to become a power here. So you now have x equals, multiply the power inside and the 1 outside, minus 1 times 1 over minus 4. Minus times minus is plus. 1 over 4 times 1 still gives 1 over 4. So you have 81 raised to the power 1 over 4. Then, of course, the same thing we did before. Your root sign, 4 stays in here and 81 stays in the root sign. Then all into the power 1 here. And that's it. So you look for a number, you multiply 4 times to get 81, and definitely it is still 3. Raised to the power 1, still 3. So that's it. Very simple, very easy.